G'day everyone, and welcome to another episode of Next Gen English, where you can practice your English listening while learning about the latest updates in technology, AI, consumer electronics, and gaming. As you may see, I'm wearing red and blue today because we are going to talk about Nintendo Direct, which was a few days ago, celebrating Mario's 40th anniversary. Let's get into it. So, first up, 2025 marks 40 years since the original Super Mario Bros. Was released on the Famicom or NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, many years ago in 1985. I recall it was one of the first games I ever played, and it drew me in. It brought me into enjoying gaming at the time. It was one of those platformers that defined Mario into becoming a global icon. So, to celebrate, Nintendo announced that they will be releasing the Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 as a standalone game on the package on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, being released at the start of October. That will be great. I've never played Super Mario Galaxy before. It's interesting. I've always loved games as a youngster into my teenage years, and then in my early 20s, life took over, and it's been over 10 years or longer actually since I could enjoy playing games again. I think it's really a fun way to just let yourself explore and be entertained for short periods of time, at least. And Mario is definitely a part of my childhood, and it's fun to dive back in and play a little bit more of these games. In addition to the package set of Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, they also announced the sequel or the second movie for Mario releasing next year, Super Mario Galaxy. It sounds interesting. Maybe Mario will be exploring in space as part of the Super Mario Galaxy series. The producers and Miyamoto-san, he said that they are introducing many different parts of Mario's history, or including that in the movie as well. Something to look forward to next year. Which Mario game is your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy this English listening practice on a variety of topics like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and we can continue building this community together. or practicing English. You can think of me as your practice partner. Actually, I forgot to even introduce myself. Z here. Great to be joining you for another video. Alright, so moving on. In the Nintendo Direct, they announced a few other games, including a new Mario Tennis game called Mario Tennis Fever. It looks like it has some unique characteristics that will differentiate itself from the previous Mario Tennis games. It will include the largest roster of characters, over 38, or I think it says here, 38 playable characters, and they are introducing a new element called Fever Rackets, where these will be like power-ups, and there will be 30 of these special powers that you can use while playing. It seems like a little bit of a battle royale type tennis game, and it also has a story mode, which I guess will be a bit of fun as well. Have you liked the Mario Tennis games before? I've played a little bit of Mario Tennis and Mario Golf. Also Mario Strikers was a fun game as well. Yeah, I like sports games, and the Mario characters in those games are quite fun. Another game they announced was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. It seems like a little bit of a game for a younger audience, but the style and animation was really nice. It's a side-scroller type game. It will be releasing in early 2026. I believe they said spring 2026, which is in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, where I am, that would be autumn or fall. The Yoshi's and the Mysterious Book will include a mysterious book called Mr. Encyclopedia, or they call Mr. E for short. It looks like the book will have many empty pages that, while you explore the worlds of this game, it will start filling it out. It's a game of exploration and discovery. I've played a couple Yoshi games before. The last game was Yoshi's Crafted World, and yeah, it was an easier type of game, but the style is really attractive and quite fun, especially if you have younger kids. What kind of games do you like? Games where you can explore, or fast-paced action games, fighting games, or racing games, which I enjoy as well. Moving on from a game that's focused on a younger audience to a more teenager, adult type of game is Metroid Prime. So Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is being released at the start of December. It will be on the Nintendo Switch too, but from my understanding, it looks like most of the development of the game was for the original Nintendo Switch. it will be interesting to see how it performs on the Nintendo Switch 2 and whether it maximizes the new technology. One of the gameplay elements that they announced was a new high-tech bike, which I think was called Viola. It seems like it has some psychic style abilities for Samus. Viola sounds like a musical instrument. The bike has a little bit of a long musical instrument style, maybe similar to a viola. Or maybe it's because riding that bike is like making music. We'll see what happens when the game is released. I've actually never played any Metroid game. Is it a game that you enjoy, the Metroid series? One of the other games they also announced was Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which is an RPG tactical style game. I've actually never played any Fire Emblems as well. Fire Emblem games. I'll be interested to hear if it's the type of game that you like, but it looks like they will focus on a story where you are like a gladiator in a tournament and you have to fight to win the game. I'm sure that will be a popular game for many people. Next up, they also announced a game for Pokemon called Pokémon Pokopia. It's an interesting name. It's a life sim style game. As soon as I saw it, it reminded me of Minecraft in the stylization. But it looks like if you are a Pokemon fan and you enjoy creating a community of Pokemons and building a world around them, I'm sure it will be fun. Like a almost like an Animal Crossing type game for Pokemon, with some farming, crafting, and interacting with the different Pokemon. Pokemon is not really a game I've got into before, but I know it's so famous. If you wanted to have a pet Pokemon, which one would you like and why? Then they also announced some other third-party games that will be coming to Switch 2, including Hades 2, Monster Hunter Stories 3, and Resident Evil Requiem. So I think more and more third-party games, and also those games that were released on the PlayStation and Xbox platforms, they will be made for the Switch 2. At the moment, it seems like a hit and miss, with some games performing well, like the most recent one, Star Wars Outlaws, and Cyberpunk. I think they had some good feedback from reviewers. The other game that was ported to the Nintendo Switch 2 was Elden Ring, which didn't receive such good reviews based on the port. Another interesting announcement in the Nintendo Direct was the Virtual Boy accessory and games. I've never played any Virtual Boy games, and it seemed a little bit obscure, and I suppose a small audience may have interest, but I'm not sure. I would say Virtual Boy is a little bit of a classic or historical piece of hardware and gaming tech. And I'm curious, is there any remake that you would like to see from a classic game, or some kind of hardware that you would like updated? For me, one of the games from Nintendo that I would like to see revitalized is F-Zero. That was one of my favorite games as a youngster. So that's it. That was Nintendo Direct and the updates that were announced in celebration of Mario's 40th anniversary. Was there any announcement that excited you the most? I'm enjoying exploring games again, and most importantly, having fun. I hope you are also having fun listening along and practicing English. I hope we can practice more together. So again, I'm Z. I look forward to talking with you very soon, and we'll see you in the next Gen English video. See you later.